It's Cece.
Yeah, fuck this pop filter, man.
What's wrong with you?
I'm getting it off. Screw this. I need to get my new one. This one's busted as hell. Alright. I already have a pop filter on my mic. The foam. It's considered a pop filter. Whatever. We'll have to go without. We'll not get every single side story. We need to complete poems for different characters. Thankfully, we got the handy skip. What? Why is the skip button blacked out? Let me see settings.
Because you restart. You basically like.
There we go.
You know.
Skip button is really handy. Wow. Look at all this dialogue. Okay.
I wish I could skip the whole game.
Once
Wait,
you
that's
see
us.
once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind.
What?
Exit. Side story. Yes. Yes. New one. Finally. I don't even remember where the last one left off. It's been so long. I don't think it ended with a cliffhanger with Natsuki. Well, let's just get started. This is what I've been waiting for all this time.
You can learn a few things or two about this one. Respect.
It's been several weeks since the club has officially started. Through the initial setbacks, the 3 club members so far, Monika, Sayori, and Yuri, have increased their collective bond within the club. Sayori has partaken in some of Yuri's high fantasy literature, and all 3 of them, led by Sayori, have taken an interest in poetry. On a day like any other, the 3 find themselves suddenly interrupted by the club room door opening, and in walks a girl none of them have seen before. Hi.
Hi.
Sayori tugs excitedly at Monika's sleeve. Yuri shifts in her seat and buries her eyes in her book.
Are you here for the literature club?
Yeah.
Yay, that's great. Thanks for stopping by. It's kind of a small club still, so it's really exciting to see new faces.
Yeah. Come and sit down somewhere. You can sit next to my desk. Sayori prances over to her desk and presses her palms onto it. Oh, and Yuri can make you some tea. Yuri looks up at Sayori in protest for having drawn attention to her. Natsuki silently glances between everyone, then sits down next to Sayori. Monika follows by sitting nearby. The sudden gathering prompts Yuri to stand up, deciding that standing is in the corner and making tea doesn't sound so bad after all.
Okay. Then, how about we all introduce ourselves?
Okay.
Well, I'm Monika. I'm the one who started the club. I was originally in the debate club, but I really wanted to do something I felt more passionate about, if that makes any sense. So I started the literature club as a way for people to express themselves through writing or reading or whatever other kinds of literature.
You know, I figured it was your club. You have that vibe.
I have what vibe?
Oh, you know, like, never mind. I'm not gonna judge people I just met like that. Very adult-like of you. I always judge people so hard.
Oh no, you don't, Sayori. Yes, she does.
Yuri's deadpan voice carries across the room. Natsuki giggles. I'm Sayori. I just like learning about everyone making friends. Oh, and I also like poetry. Oh yeah? Very adult-like of you. I'm an adult. Are you now, Sayori? The sound of Yuri's electric kettle steaming up fills the room. Oh, that's Yuri. Sayori lowers her voice. She's kinda shy, but she's really nice and super smart. She likes big fantasy books and tea, and I love her. Well, I guess that leaves me then. I'm Natsuki. I like listening to music and hanging out downtown and stuff. And my favorite ice cream flavor is strawberry. Oh, let's get ice cream. My favorite flavor is probably cookie dough, or maybe chocolate. It's cookie dough. And Monika's is probably vanilla.
Why are you guessing all this stuff? Yeah, that's my reaction. What the heck?
Maybe she can see through our minds. I take way too many online quizzes. The ice cream ones are always accurate. What's Yuri's favorite? Natsuki shrugs. Probably green tea.
Oh.
I'm just joking. I have no idea for Yuri.
Still.
It's pretty chill here. Do you just like hang out, or do you actually do club stuff?
Well, we do club stuff too. It's just that it hasn't been very structured yet, since we only have 3 members, so it kinda loosely spend our time doing stuff we like. But I keep thinking about the time when we start with like some more structured clubs activities. It's been a while by now that I started this club, so yeah. Well, with that being said, what kind of literature are you into, Natsuki? Anything you'd like to get the club into?
Well, I guess I'm literature. Well, I like manga.
Manga?
Hey, why'd you say it like that? I want to read manga in the club.
Wait, hold on a sec.
That sounds so great. Like, after all, I've been doing all this, and, Yuri returns to the desk with a tray of teacups, which she sets down on an empty desk. After all of the deep and immersive reading I've been doing, I wouldn't mind doing something a little bit more simple. Manga isn't simple. If you think that, you just don't understand the nuance. I didn't mean simple like that.
Well, anyway, putting manga aside, is there any kind of literature that you're interested in?
Well, not really.
In that case, have you considered the anime club?
Are you serious? I'm not gonna join the anime club. It's full of weird guys. But, come on, is it that big of a deal? Manga is literature, right?
I mean, I guess if you consider the literal definition of literature, then technically...
I get it. Look, I'll do whatever club activities you want. Can I please just join? I won't bother anyone. If I can just, like, keep my manga here and hang out after school, I'd literally do anything you want me to do. That's fine, right?
You drive a hard bargain there, girl. Yeah, I guess there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh my god, thank you. You're the best. I have most of it crammed into my locker, so I'm gonna start getting it, okay? Natsuki stands up. Need some help? Nah, I got it. I don't want you to see my locker. If you say so, but there's no way it's worse than mine. I hope we never find out then. Natsuki
Smuggling?
exits the club room, leaving everyone in silence, save for the sound of Yuri's sipping her tea.
You know damn well she's got drugs in that locker. For sure. Ugh, I'm such a pushover.
Hey, it's not that bad. Natsuki seems like a lot of fun.
Maybe, but I mean... She has, like, no actual interest in literature, you know? And that's normally fine, but she said she would participate in club activities like some kind of obligation. Her tea is getting cold. Yeah. Wait, that's not related.
Well, I think everyone deserves a chance. Especially if we can bring her happiness. Besides, maybe she'll take a liking to literature.
Are you sure you don't want her just to read manga, Sayori?
Hey, who do you think I am?
Sorry, I didn't mean it. I just feel really uneasy about this. Do you have any opinions, Yuri? Not particularly. She said she wasn't going to bother anyone. That includes me, so...
Does this mean I bother you?
No, you're a pleasure to be around.
I was just fishing for a compliment.
I know.
But still, I really think we should give her a chance.
Yeah, alright. If I'm really gonna start enforcing club activities, I'm willing to cooperate.
Suddenly, the three of them hear a thump against the
Oh!
door. What was that? Sayori stands up and walks over to the door, then opens it. Thank you. Carrying 3 boxes of what is presumably manga, Natsuki grunts and wobbles inside before slowly bending over and dropping the stack onto the floor as gently as she can.
That's quite a collection.
Sayori giggles in excitement while catching her breath. Natsuki replies, "There's still one more box. I can put them away myself. I know how to organize them." Monika anxiously glances between Sayori and Yuri. Is this really okay for the club? Maybe it's what she needs to really kick the club into gear before everyone gets too complacent. It seems like things are finally starting to get more serious. Maybe more serious. Why so serious?
Why so serious?
Why so...
At the next club meeting, Monika is the first to arrive. But ever since Natsuki joined, she feels a lot less relaxed.
Why am I so nervous?
Monika paces, trying to figure out her feelings. Natsuki says she wasn't going to bother anyone, so why does it feel like the atmosphere has changed so much? While Monika thinks, the club door opens, revealing Natsuki carrying a box. Monika forces a smile as Natsuki makes her way to the closet.
A little awkward.
Natsuki forces one in return.
Need help?
No, I got it. Monika awkwardly tries to start some kind of conversation but fails. Curious, she peeks into the closet where Natsuki is stashing all of her manga. Once stored with school supplies, the shelves are now vibrant with bright colors and cute-looking artwork.
You know, the top shelf is pretty empty. Maybe we could keep it up there.
I can't reach up there. That would be so inconvenient.
Yeah, but
Monika sighs.
the teachers are going to ask what all this manga is doing here, and I have to tell them that it's for the literature club.
So?
Wow.
Monica backs off and slumps into a desk. With this kind of tension, it feels like the relaxed atmosphere accumulated over the past few weeks is being sucked right out of the room. Good afternoon. Sayori spins into the club room. Oh, I see someone's in a good mood. Yeah, because I have this. Sayori brandishes a cookie wrapped in plastic. I found some money and got a cookie. Oh, so
some
pretty.
money.
As Sayori trots over to the closet, the colorful shelves catch her eyes. Which one do I start with? Well, you can start by giving me a bite of that cookie. No way! I saved up all my luck to find that money.
Stole.
If you want entry into my kingdom, you need to pay the tax, peasant. Boo. Defeated, Sayori unwraps her cookie and breaks off a piece for Natsuki. Then Yuri silently walks into the club room. Monica glances at her with pleading eyes. Yuri returns a quick nod of understanding.
Well, everyone's here now.
Despite the club only having one more person than before, it somehow feels twice as lively.
Okay, so I think today we should go over some potential club activities and see which ones we could do first. We have 4 members now, so it'd be great if we found some stuff to do as a group. Does that sound good to everyone? I agree. Okay, so I have some ideas of my own. I want to hear your ideas too.
Well, I've been having lots of fun learning about everyone else's interests. Maybe we can give each person a day to share their favorite kind of literature with everyone else?
Well, maybe. Something tells me that...
Monica glances at Yuri and Natsuki, who both appear very unwilling to even consider each other's interests.
Maybe we could try to come up with something that everyone can enjoy equally. You know, like we could all vote on a book to read, or something like that. I think we should all collectively try to expand our interests, rather than just sticking to the thing we're familiar with.
Why does it feel like I'm being targeted here?
Natsuki, didn't you say you would go along with whatever club activities we wanted to do?
Well, yeah, but that doesn't make it okay for you to ignore everyone else's preferences. I like Sayori's suggestion. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but...
Monica's voice trails off. Although she let Natsuki join the club, Monica finds it incredibly difficult to relent to her demands. If Natsuki doesn't respect the club, why should Monica have to yield to Natsuki's opinion on anything?
Natsuki, are you sure that you don't have any other literature interests you could share with the club? I swear, I don't mind if you keep your manga in here, but I just...
Natsuki cuts Monica off by suddenly standing up. Well, it's obvious I'm not wanted here, so I'm just going to leave. But I really would have appreciated you being more upfront about it.
Okay, I think you're kind of jumping to conclusions here, but you're free to do whatever you want. Oh, what's
this? Oh, I can't save my game. I was about to save. Natsuki shoots Monica a quick glare before walking straight out of the club room.
Uh-oh.
No, not this music again. I remember this soundtrack. Oh no. Sayori runs after her, leaving just Monica and Yuri. For the second time today, Monica slumps down into a desk.
Why am I such a jerk? No, she's a jerk. She's just making me feel this way.
Monica looks up at Yuri, seeking affirmation. Yuri looks away.
She probably just went around looking for the smallest club she could find so she doesn't have to participate. How does she expect me to give her respect when she has no respect for the club? Am I wrong, Yuri? No, I'm not. I'm not good at these things.
Monica sighs.
Me neither. I have no idea what to do. I don't want to hurt anyone. I feel like it's not wrong to enforce the club's vision. You know, like, people should join because they want to express their passion for literature, or at least develop it. So maybe she's not a good fit for the club after all.
Monica sits in silence, afraid to accept her tentative conclusion. Yuri looks tense, but she doesn't seem to want to add anything.
Sorry, you can go back to reading. I know this doesn't concern you. It does. It does? How? Well, I just can't comfortably sit in an atmosphere where the peace has been disturbed. Oh? Well, great. I'm ruining the whole club then. That's not an accurate conclusion to make. I know, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of voicing my frustration, and I guess guilt. It's like my frustration wants to blame her, but my guilt wants to blame me. Why is it the hardest to be rational during times when you need it the most? I don't think you're being irrational. I think Natsuki is. She has no authority to walk in here and make demands of the club. Your club. Something as ridiculous as manga has no place here. The fact that you're even storing it for her should make her completely in debt to you. Well, you're right, but I don't know. Isn't it kind of harsh to say things like it's ridiculous and it has no place here? Do you not feel the same way? You've been doing everything you can to avoid associating the club with it. So I assumed you felt the same way about it. That's not true. Well,
Recalling her confrontations with Natsuki, a realization starts to set in.
You may be right. I mean, if it was anything besides manga, would I really be acting like this?
Hold on a second, I gotta look up manga, because I don't even know what it is. I know it's something. I know it's something.
Literally Japanese comic books.
Is it? Yeah, it is. That's it. So what's wrong? What's wrong with comic books then? Yeah, what's wrong with comic books?
Maybe I've just been convincing myself that it has nothing to do with manga. I'm really upset that I would let myself do that.
With a sigh, Monica walks over to the closet. She finds herself staring at the colorful shelves.
It's just, this wasn't what I had in mind for a club about literature. There shouldn't be anything wrong with that.
Monica starts defending her position once again. It's a complicated issue that Monica had failed to consider before now. Where is the line even drawn at what's considered literature? Lost in thought, she reaches into one of the larger box sets and pulls out a volume, inspecting it for no particular reason. The cover features 4 girls striking cute, this is the Perfect Girls one? Cute and exaggerated poses, all dressed in short skirts.
Yeah, I mean...
Amused by the absurdity of the cover, Monica opens the book.
What's gonna happen? What's going on?
I want to see what happens.
Relax!
Heading straight back into it instantly. This sucks. Why is Monica such a jerk? She should be grateful that I even joined a stupid club. It's not like she can find any other members.
Whoa!
Monica's usually really nice. She cares so much about everyone in the club being happy. Yeah, right. Well, she usually does. Maybe when she's not being so judgmental. So what if I'm into manga? Why can't just one person accept that instead of being so condescending about it? I accept it. I think it's cute. Oh, come on, that's condescending too. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I just want to support you. Natsuki sighs. I know. Thanks. It just really sucks. Do you want me to talk to Monica? I don't know. It's not like it's gonna change your opinion of me. Like, even if you were to convince her to back off, that wouldn't suddenly make me feel like I'm actually welcome in the club. I should just find another club. Wait, you don't have to do that. We can figure this out. Please? I mean, I'm the vice president, or at least I think I am. And I don't want you to leave. Everyone deserves to feel welcome and to be happy, so I want to make that happen. For you. I was wondering, what was the reason that you decided to join the literature club? Well, Natsuki hesitates. It's kind of dumb. Don't say that. There's no such thing as a dumb reason when everyone is welcome. I wasn't welcome. You were to me, so just don't tell anyone, okay? Especially Monica. I promise. Natsuki sighs. I'm just tired of everyone judging me all the time. I can't enjoy any of the stuff I'm into without people making snotty comments about it. Not that I care about what anyone else thinks, but you know, the signs for the literature club said that you can be yourself or whatever. So, I decided that it was at least worth a shot, but that was a lie, apparently. Natsuki dejectedly kicks the toe of her shoe against the wall.
Ow!
Oh,
What?
And I like writing too. Really? How come you didn't say that to Monica? Because she was being so judgmental that I didn't just want to tell her something that she didn't want to hear, or she wanted to hear. She didn't deserve that kind of satisfaction. And if she knew I was into writing, then she would just be like everyone else and try to push me away from manga in favor of the more mature thing. The two of them remained silent for a while. Sayori understands that it's out of the question for Natsuki to return to the club room, for today at least, but Natsuki has a reason for wanting to join the club, just like everyone else. It's part of the club's vision for her to be welcome. You deserve to express yourself as much as everyone else does. That's supposed to be what the club is for. So, I'm going to do everything I can to fix this. I promise.
A mess, dude.
Man, Sayori, you're crazy. I don't know how she does it. It's lunchtime the next day. The cafeteria and hallways are bustling with students rushing to meet with their friends and make the most out of their limited break time.
Could she be?
Among them is Monica, who always eats lunch in her classroom, but she has some additional business today. Fearing Natsuki would avoid coming to the club, Monica decided to try to find her during lunch so that she can make amends. Students now? After searching for an extensive time, Monica finally spots her. Despite her short stature, Natsuki's bright hair helps her stand out from the crowd.
Oh gosh.
Suddenly feeling awkward, Monica is afraid to get closer. Natsuki is with some friends who Monica doesn't recognize, and they're all energetically chatting together. It would be really tactless to just interrupt them.
What the? Who's this?
Alright, I'll do this. Oh yeah, did you end up joining that literature club or what? Huh? Of course I'd join. Why wouldn't I? Ha, I told you she would join. Aha, come on, you know she only joined because you wouldn't stop giving her crap about the anime club. I told you I would never even wanted to join that stupid club. Oh, sure. Well, you have to give us some credit for at least making an effort to finally grow past that trash. Aha, true. Well, congrats on finally graduating middle school, Natsuki. We're proud of you. Shut up, just let me do my thing. I'm just joking. You know we love you. Yeah, once the literature club makes you a famous writer, we'll be the first ones to buy your book. What? You're gonna buy her smutty fanfiction? Well, obviously, I want a signed copy. That was like years ago. You don't think I've grown out of it by now? I told you, I was joking. Besides, it's a good reminder of how far you've come since then. Not to mention you couldn't have done it without us. That gives us a pass to joke about it. Yeah, sure. I go up so fast, it brings a tear to my eye. Natsuki suddenly glances in Monica's direction, prompting Monica to quickly turn away and distance herself. Oh, I think she saw us.
The heck?
What the heck? There's more people in here than just the four of us? There's other students in here?
There's other people in this world.
There's other people in this world besides us?
That confused me. I was like, well, who the hell are those people?
Yeah, it actually kind of was surreal just seeing other characters in here.
That was horrible. I should have said something to defend her. Okay, wait. I need to reread that. Shouldn't have said something to defend her. Why do I have to be so conflict avoidant? Not that I deserve to say anything. I'm hardly better than them, after the way I treated her. I'm so awful. I'm not doing anything right. Now, other people in this universe. Wow.
After school ends, Monica distractedly makes her way to the club room. She finds Yuri already inside, eyes on a book as usual. Monica picks a desk and slumps into it, something she seems to be doing rather often lately.
Yuri, I don't think I could be club president. I suck at handling anything that doesn't go exactly my way.
Yuri looks up from a book.
It's like the literature club is a place where you get to express yourself, unless it's the way I don't like. I'm so mad at myself. And I'm especially mad that I didn't have the self-reflection skills to realize what I was doing. So much for maturity. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining out loud like this. There's just a lot on my mind. No. I enjoy listening. Really? Why?
Yuri shrugs.
It just makes me feel nice. Oh, well, I guess I'll continue then.
Yuri nods.
Yeah.
There's like a spew of short dialogue. I actually kind of got lost for a second.
Natsuki has been kind of a blunt attitude, you know? And it made me feel like she wasn't taking the club seriously. I couldn't even figure out why she wanted to join the club. I saw her friends talking to her in the hallway during lunch, and they were just so mean to her. Telling her to grow up and stuff like that. That the literature club will help her grow out of her manga. It just made me so mad. Just let her enjoy it. It makes her happy. Why are you trying to take that away from her? When I had that thought, it was when I came to the realization that I was kind of doing the exact same thing, just in a roundabout way. I should have made her feel good about being passionate about something, but I just dismissed it. No, I was actually trying to avoid acknowledging it at all. I even did that with you, Yuri, when you first joined the club. You did? Yeah, I remember. Fantasy really isn't really my thing, so I was kind of trying to dismiss it, but then Sayori jumped in and took over the conversation. I guess I should have reflected on that, but I didn't, so I let Sayori handle it instead. And now, I'm repeating the same mistake, except I really hurt someone this time.
Monica shakes her head.
I'm so tired of being afraid of things I'm not comfortable with. So stupid. Like, I can just picture how much joy it would bring Natsuki if I let her share her passion a little. I'm so angry that her friends were treating her like that. I'm going to get them back for it. Get them back? Yeah. I'll get them back. I'm making sure this is the literature club that Natsuki wants, not the one that they want.
Suddenly, Sayori busts through the door, making Monica and Yuri jump. With a rare, stern face, she marches over to Monica's desk and sits down next to her. I'm having an intervention. I can do that because I'm vice president.
This is about Natsuki?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I messed up. I'm super sorry. I was just talking to Yuri about it.
Really?
I was so dismissive about her passion that she felt threatened, and probably just unwelcome. Literally the opposite of what the literature club is supposed to be. I really need to make it up to her.
Oh, yeah, I did it.
Thanks for the intervention, Sayori. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Friendship wins again. So how do you want to make it up to her?
I have a plan. Sayori, do you know if Natsuki's coming to the club meeting today?
I don't think she is.
I see.
Monica was afraid of that, not only because of her plan, but because she's facing the consequences of the damage that she's inadvertently caused. But the only way to do the right thing is to face it head on. It's so easy to just duck away from conflict and wait for it to blow over. But that's not enough. To truly respect someone's feelings after you've hurt them is to face them and admit your wrongdoing. Not the wrongdoing of mismanaging the club, but the wrongdoing of disrespecting Natsuki's feelings.
Okay, do you think we could get her to come to the meeting tomorrow?
I can do that.
Okay, awesome. Yuri, you don't have to worry about anything, but thank you for being my friend. You're a good listener.
Fidgeting with her hair, Yuri turns away to hide a smile.
Well, I guess for today, it's going to be a pretty quiet club meeting. I'm going to step out for a bit. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm just gonna read with Yuri. Hey, is this one of Natsuki's books? How come it's out here? So he picks up a manga that was resting on an adjacent desk.
Oh, that? Natsuki probably just left it out by accident.
But I thought she hasn't been coming to the club.
Actually, Monica's been... Okay, Yuri. I'm sure it's just someone who was just using it in this classroom. Then, okay?
Monica smiles at them both. Then with a wave, she exits the club room.
What just happened? Wait, she don't want Sayori to know she's reading manga?
Yeah, she's probably reading the manga and doesn't want anybody to know.
Self-conscious, I see. I really shouldn't have left that out. If Sayori catches on, she'll definitely tell Natsuki, and that would really get awkward. Now, I wonder if there's a keyboard I could borrow from the music room. What are you planning, girl?
The time for the next club meeting has already arrived. Monica and Yuri are the first to arrive.
I'm so worried. Do you think Sayori is going to be able to bring Natsuki? Yes. How do you know? Well, she's Sayori. You know, you're right.
Time slowly passes. Monica sits, then stands up to pace around, then sits again. Yuri's eyes don't move from a book. Then, the door finally opens. Sayori marches inside. Behind her, Natsuki shuffles inside, nervously looking around the club room. Right here,
Welcome back.
Monica, the club president, stands up and greets them with a smile. Sayori picks a desk and takes a seat. Natsuki sits closely next to her. Looking back and forth between the club members, Monica is struck with a nostalgic feeling. She would stand at the front of the club room just like this, struggling to picture just who may eventually be sitting before her. But imagination was never enough to predict just how unique and diverse each member would be, each with her own struggles, her own reasons for seeking the vision that Monica had admittedly so vaguely advertised, seeking trust, understanding, respect. What new lessons will the future hold for the literature club? Realizing she's getting ahead of herself, Monica takes a deep breath and returns to the present.
Okay, everyone. Literature club is starting. We have an activity planned for today.
Monica turns around to face the chalkboard. On it, she writes manga in big letters.
Today, we are going to learn from an expert about a unique form of literature. Manga.
Oh, come on. Isn't this kind of forced? I know you don't actually want to do this, so just... Monica shakes her head.
Natsuki.
This is the hardest part. After making it this far, it would be so easy to just smile and move on. But that's not enough. Not this time.
I'm sorry. It was wrong of me to not take you seriously when you were kind enough to show interest in my club. I thought about it, and I realized how biased I was against manga. It caused me to disrespect you, and I'm sorry. But I think you deserve to be able to share your passion with us. So, can I make it up to you?
Well, thanks, but I know you're only doing this because Sayori told you to. Wait, that's not true. Monica planned this all by herself. I didn't even get a chance to talk to her.
I was a witness to that as well. This is the Literature Club. The Literature Club is a place where everyone gets to be themselves. We all have our own interests and our differences. It's my vision to let us freely express that. And it's my goal to respect everyone for it. So, I just want to learn about the things that make you happy. I think you deserve to share that joy as much as everyone else does. Is that okay?
Natsuki looks away and hesitates. But it's really dumb. The stuff I'm into. Monica smiles. She kneels in front of Natsuki's desk, looking her straight in the eye.
Oh, if you like it, then it's not dumb.
Oh, except for me.
Sayori, you're not dumb either.
Oh, what the heck? You guys are so weird. Fine, I'll show you some of my manga. Only because you admitted that it's literature after all. Natsuki stands up. Oh yeah, I didn't say this before, but I'm actually into writing too. I'm kind of a pro. But I didn't want you to like me for that. Just for that.
Wow, really? I really did have you all wrong, Natsuki.
Yeah, whatever. Today's not about that anyway, right? It's about manga, so I hope you're ready. A week has passed since Natsuki returned to the literature club. Since then, the club activities have been in full swing. Each club member has received a day in the spotlight to share all of their favorite kinds of literature with each other. As another meeting draws to a close, Monica approaches Natsuki on the way out.
Natsuki, are you in a hurry home or anything?
Me? Not particularly. Why?
Oh, there's something I wanted to show you, if you have a few minutes.
Sure, what is it?
It's not here. Can you follow me to the music room?
The music room? Why?
Well, you'll see. What's going on here? Wow, look, spending that Doki budget. You know, I was thinking back when the club was just me and Sayori. We would talk about how we envisioned the club to turn out. We cared a lot about it being a place where people could express themselves. And she said something strange to me. She said that I was trying to make the club that I needed myself, more than anyone. But I think that wasn't until you joined the club that I fully understood that. Because you really taught me a lot about myself, like things that I was probably always too stubborn to admit.
Oh, come on, you can't mean that. I didn't even do anything. I just brought a bunch of manga, then I got fussy when I didn't have my way. It was really stupid of me to make such a big deal out of it.
No, I honestly needed it. If you didn't express that you were hurt, it I would have never realized that I did something wrong. Besides, your feelings are valid. They deserve to be heard and respected.
It's just really hard to feel that way sometimes. You know, like, I really shouldn't care about what other people think in the first place. But when you're just being criticized by everyone around you for being a certain way, it can get really hard to just brush it off. And it makes me start to feel like I'm the problem. Like I'm not doing enough to please everyone else. Am I being too entitled if I just want people to like me without me having to hide a bunch of stuff about myself? I don't think I am. I just wish that sometimes people would try to appreciate me for who I actually am. As Monika listens, she recalls vividly how Natsuki's friends were treating her and how naturally they do so. How long has she been fighting against that, refusing to change for others?
I only wish that I was as strong as you are, Natsuki. You're so honest with yourself. I'm like always trying to come off as perfect for other people. Anytime there's like a hint of contention, I just crumble. But I think thanks to you, I really started to think about this stuff. You really inspired me to start working on it.
But well, like I said, I didn't even do anything.
You were just being yourself, and that's all you needed to do. Also, there's something else.
Monika takes a breath.
The thing is, I might have read a little bit of your manga.
What? You? What the heck? Why didn't you tell me?
I'm sorry. I just felt like kind of embarrassed to admit it after I gave you such a hard time about it.
Haha, I can't believe you, of all people, are reading manga behind my back. That's so funny.
Well, I just flipped through one of them out of curiosity, but I ended up reading the whole bunch of it. But I mean, one of the characters were in the literature club. What are the chances, right?
You were reading Parfait Girls? Wow, you have good taste.
Just one volume, and I just kind of picked it out randomly.
Well, you have good intuition then. You have to tell me all your favorite parts.
Well, I think it was kind of a weird fate, because the characters isn't just in the literature club. She also plays piano. It's just weird, because I've always wanted to learn to play piano. She was like the perfect person that I always wish I was. If I just did what I wanted, instead of always second guessing myself. I'm messing up so much.
Monika walks over to the piano and sits down.
Oh, what an art! Whoa! It's all pixelated for me.
It is? Damn.
Yeah.
It looks really nice on my end.
I always felt like I should only share the absolute best parts of myself. The parts that will impress people or make them like me more. But after you joined the club, I really realized how self-destructive that mentality is. We share things because we want to express ourselves. Sharing experiences allow us to share emotions. And I felt like I wanted to show you this, because if it wasn't for you, I would have never started playing.
Hey, I think the credit for that goes to Parfait Girls, not me.
No. Well, maybe it's true that Parfait Girls put the thought into my head. But it was still you who inspired me to keep practicing every day.
Every day? Because, you know... Oh, my bad.
I messed up too. Because, you know, you just make me feel like I want to do something. I should just do it. I mean, I still haven't been practicing for very long. And I'm really not any good as it is. I'm
not really any good at it yet, like, at all.
Oh, wait. Really?
Yeah, look, it's the same exact line.
And, I'm not really good at it, like, at all. But I wrote a song.
You saw.
But I wrote a song for the club.
And I worked really.
What
really
the hell
hard.
is this?
This is literally, wait, this is like the credits. And I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah. Okay, you continue.
It doesn't have any words or anything. But well, yeah.
We get
every.
Oh man, all the stuff. NasCoz. How can one male just change everything so much?
I knew he should have been aborted.
The song have lyrics? Oh, I don't think so.
Why does she look so concerned? Look at that.
I don't know. She always looks concerned.
Yuri was a true side character. She had like no part in this at all.
I know, right? Well,
What
I'm
a
pretty sure.
side
I'm pretty sure she still doesn't like Natsuki though.
That's pretty funny when you think about it.
Natsuki, you have vampire teeth, huh?
Look how sharp that tooth is.
I know, right? And then one male enters the classroom, and then everything changes.
Man, am I right?
Men, they screw everything up.
Their presence is, you know, always messing stuff up. They always got to be the center of attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah, look how happy everybody is, and then NasCoz comes in, and then, well, people start committing suicide.
Flips the room upside down.
Yeah,
That's all.
that was so good.
It was?
Yeah, are you kidding? You're like already a pro.
Not even close.
Does the song have a name? You said it was about the club, so...
Yeah. It's called My Song, Your Note. Because everyone brings something so unique to the club. It's completely different from I first imagined it, I think. But I was like such a selfish perfectionist. It shouldn't be about me. It should be about everyone. Spoken like a true leader. And it's all of you who helped me shape the club into what it is. I would never change that.
Well,
Sure.
I think that's really thoughtful and kind of flattering. I kind of feel like I don't deserve this much validation. I wasn't exactly very patient either when I first joined the club. It makes me feel like I should probably apologize too. I think I was just really fed up with a lot of things, and I got frustrated after not getting my way in the club. So, yeah, I really didn't mean to take it out on you. I was being really immature. If you don't get my stubborn butt to apologize, I guess you're doing something right.
It's fine. I'm past it too. I think we're already even. But it's really sweet that you were thinking about it. It takes a lot of maturity to reflect on that kind of thing.
Well,
I love you.
I wonder who I got it from. Oh, never mind. Well, anyway, we're even as long as you let me keep my manga in the club room. You did admit that it's a form of literature. You totally can't take that back now. Let me see that line again. Well, I wonder who I got it from. Oh, she must be talking about her dad.
You got me. That closet's all yours.
I'll tell you what. I'll bring in a little something for the club tomorrow. I want to do something nice in return.
What kind of a little something?
Cupcakes. Oh, you'll see. But I don't think you'll be disappointed. Cupcakes. It's gotta be cupcakes.
Yeah, brings a gun to school.
Brings a gun to school. Here, this is what I got. The next club meeting ends up being a particularly tasty one. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, tasty. Yeah, that's spelling it out right there. What is this? I got an email apparently in the game itself. I'm on leave the rest of the week. Contact Ravi if you need to schedule server time, but I expect my jobs to run for a few days. Since we've collected so much data this week, how about we arrange a meeting to discuss the results when I return? Metaverse Enterprise Solutions, Ivor Senior. Honestly, I really don't know any of that stuff. But I don't know.
Bro.
I don't think that has anything to do with Doki Doki. I think it's like something else. Oh my god, look at that vampire teeth. Holy cow.
Sharp teeth.
Monica, you look so young in this one.
Yeah, you look like you're like 14. Seriously, why you look so young?
I should totally make that my wallpaper. No, actually. A sketch of Seoi's initial character design. She looks more like a male, honestly.
What are you talking about? No male wears a bow tie. Except if it's on their, like, neck.
It's a tiny bow tie, to be honest. I still don't know what the promo stuff is. Okay, I'm gonna stop this recording and then start another one.